Hello all, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Alan. This is Alan Reacts, my little corner of YouTube. A song I know, Up on the Roof. I had no idea it was Carole King's, and I had no idea Carole King and Jerry Goffin wrote it. And I had no idea about a lot of things about Carole King, which is great because ignorance, whilst not bliss, can sometimes force me to learn. And that's why I'm here, and hopefully I've got another 20 years of this. This is from her 1970 album, Writer, and I've only done 2 reactions to Carole King, both off Tapestry, which is just a phenomenal album and still remains the most successful. But let's just get into this because I don't know this. So the first reaction by the original artist, but we'll get into a little bit more detail. So let's go.
When this old world starts getting me down and people are just too much for me to face, I climb way up to the top of the stairs and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can't bother me. Let me.
I will pull it back. Visually in my head, I'm just on holiday, I'm laid on back. I don't like to lie in the sun so much because obviously when you're huge, the sun gets all over you. But it's just so relaxing, isn't it? But then you know the Drifters released this in '62 and Kenny Lynch did it in the UK later. I think other various artists will have covered it over the years, but those 2 I know. And when I'm listening to the Drifters, which is, you've got that whole doo-wop thing, haven't you? And it's the whole band thing, and it's the same lyrics, but just feels like a complete different song. And it's not a criticism. I love Up on the Roof by the Drifters, but it just really has that doo-wop R&B element to it. You know, this is uniquely different, and God, her voice is beautiful, captivating. Let's hear some more.
Tell you now when I come home feeling tired and weak, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. I get away from the hustling crowds and all that rat race noise down in the street.
If you look out there, I've got my little area, I've got a sauna out there, and I've got my little sort of, got no garden as such, and I've got this little seating area with these stools, these chairs I had made, which is basically one's Frank Sinatra and other one's a Ford, which is kind of this tattoo. And anyway, I kind of want to go and sit out there and have a coffee and ignore all of you guys, selfishly, because it's such a song that's about solace and respite and peace and finding that place, maybe in an urban setting because she's on the roof looking out over the city. But I just think in that day and age, you wouldn't have had that mass invasion of internet and social media and have your phone at all times, rah, rah, rah. So sometimes you need to put your phone down and just go and sit outside and have a coffee with that trope of touch of grass, which, whilst... Anyway, I'm not going to get into that because some of that stuff drives me nuts, the way people talk. But this song's just beautiful, very piano-oriented, clear, distinct vocals. But also the Drifters version is so nice, so peaceful also, because of the doo-wop, smooth melodies and the way they harmonise. It's lovely to think about a song I know so well and hear it from the original artist, her version. night the stars put on a show for free. Good Lord, what a beautiful descriptor. And I guess I've been to places where I've looked up, and I think I had a friend once who said if you look and try to think about the sort of almost infinite sort of galaxies and stars and try and work out what's out there, you'll drive yourself insane. But just to know you can look up and have a beautiful show put on, free, no TV, just look at that. Do I? Not as much as I think I should, and not as much as I know I should. But yeah, just that lyric reminds me. It's a beautiful lyric. Beautiful.
And darling, you can share it all with me. Keep telling you right smack dab in the middle of town. I found a paradise that's trouble-proof. So if this world starts getting you down, there's room enough for two on the roof.
Also, it's also an invite to be part of that solace in an urban environment, that space for romance and love. Yeah, so it's not just about solitude, but it can be both. You can still be alone together, which is great.
Up on the roof, everything is alright. Up on the roof, oh come on baby. Up on the roof, everything is alright.
In conclusion, for me, there's lots of differences, but it's just the way she sings is more contemplative. It requires me to be more contemplative, to be more retrospective, inwardly thinking, outwardly thinking. It's great. At first time I've heard this version, and for someone, I think she's written co-written 118 hits, 61 in the UK, and we'll get into that later on because we'll come back to this lady. I love it. Carole King fans, join in, because this is from her official channel. So there's a few of you out there, guys. Get yourselves over here. Till next time, take care.